I am Mary Reilly-kliss, an Ozaki Master Gardener, and I am here at one of our projects, the Washington County Community Garden in West Bend. Today I want to talk to you a little bit about our beehive and the importance of bees in both our beautiful gardens and also in our sources of food. Our beehive has been here for a couple of years. We had one year where the bees swarmed and left in the middle of July. Another year we had a weak queen and she was not able to lay enough eggs to sustain the hives. But we have great hopes for this year because if you can see down at the bottom of the hive at all, the bees are very, very active with their comings and goings and probably swarming around me as well. We get our bees in late April or early May, and they come in this box which looks like a giant bug barn if any of you had bug barns when you were kids. A couple thousand bees are in the box, and there's a hole in the bottom, and we take the plug out and then dump the bees into the bottom two boxes of this hive. Also in this box is a smaller little tiny box, and that has the queen. Now if the queen would have been just inside this box with all of the rest of the bees when the box was dumped out, if she decided that she didn't care to be here and she took off, they would all leave with her. However, because the queen is in this little tiny box, we know that the hive will have a good start if we can keep her inside those bottom two boxes. So there's a cork in the bottom of the box. We take out the cork and we put in a marshmallow and then hang this box in those bottom two containers of this hive, and then the bees will eat that marshmallow away and release the queen. Once the queen is released, then they set up housekeeping in the bottom two boxes. There are undertaker bees who haul out the ones who pass away in their journey. Other bees will start foraging, and since we don't have very many things in bloom at the time, we feed them jars of sugar water, which is basically a quart jar with a sugar water solution. And it's not unusual for the hive to say empty that up to maybe an entire quart or at least half a quart every day. We continue to feed the bees until we see that the hive is very strong and that we also have things that are in bloom for them to collect both pollen and nectar. So this year we stopped feeding, I think, sometime around the beginning of July. And as you can see, there are all kinds of pollinators who are busy in this plot right now. That would include honeybees, bumblebees, beetles, flies. Butterflies are also pollinators. So the hive appears to be well set up, and our next step will be in about 3 weeks where we will take a look inside the top two boxes here. And those honey supers contain honey for us if we're lucky. And so maybe we'll shoot a video at that point of collecting honey. Thank you very much.